Hey y'all, Ritz here, back playing Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. Now I decided to do something a little bit sneaky. Lionel Castle is just a cutscene. I'm going to cut to the Ivalice Chronicles cutscene so you can see with voiceovers how much better it is than me trying to read all the text terribly. I love the voiceovers, they're great. And then I'm coming back. So, we're playing through War of the Lions still, but you're going to see the voiceovers from the Ivalice Chronicles.
Who are you, and what errand brings you to Lionel?
I am Agrius Oaks of the Lion's Guard. My companions and I have journeyed from Orbon Monastery seeking sanctuary. By the grace of Saint Ajora, I bid you open your gate.
The graces of Saint Ajora are in the keeping of His Eminence here. All who seek those graces are given like treatment. The gates of Lionel stand open to them. Raise the gate!
Take note of the switch. We'll need that for later.
I see, Lady Agrius. In such circumstances as these, I am fain to lend you whatever help I can. I shall dispatch a courier to Melond at once. I, Confessor Marcel, will have this news from my own hand. We will expose Duke Larg's misdeeds and ensure that no harm befalls you, Highness.
Creepy music.
Your Eminence, think you the High Confessor will hear our plea?
Fear not, dear lady. The matter is in my care now. Princess Ovelia can scarce feel at ease, while those tasked with her safety are vexed with such worriment. You may enjoy the comforts of the castle, wanting though they are, while we await a reply from Melond.
You are most gracious, Eminence. Thank you.
So long as Saint Ajora is our guide, we have naught to fear, child. As for you, my young machinist, I have given consideration to your troubles as well. Yours is not the first account to reach my ear concerning the true nature of the Bart Trading Company. In the Father's name, I shall dispatch a company of my finest to Gorg, and have Ludovic answer for his many sins.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
Ludovic.
Conditioned upon this, I would hear the reason they choose to pursue you and your father.
That is... I mean to say, it's not...
Everyone looks at him.
Mayhap this will give voice to your words.
A crystal?
You are familiar with the legend of the Zodiac Braves?
Indeed. In my youth, I often heard a fanciful tale of that name at Mass.
Lady Agrias, surely you do not aver that the Church would mislead its flock?
No. No, of course not, Your Eminence.
To imply.
Long ago, before the mountains had ceased their wandering and struck their roots into the earth, the demonic Lucavi held dominion over the world. Seeking to end the chaos they wrought, the God of Light bestowed a refulgent blessing upon valiant and worthy souls. 12 were these warriors of light who emerged to challenge the Lucavi. In a long and bitter struggle, they succeeded in driving their malevolent foes to the spirit world, and Ivalice again knew peace. The 12 each bore an Urusite crystal emblazoned with a house of the night sky. And so, in time, the Warriors of Light became known as the Zodiac Braves. Thereafter, whenever the Lucavi have again threatened the world of men, they have ever returned to save us.
You have clearly been a most apt pupil, my child.
Simon personally taught me this at Aubonne, Eminence. He also said that Saint Ajora, son of the God of Light, was himself one of the 12. Together, they saved the people of Ivalice from the tyranny of the Holy Edoran Empire, which had strayed down the path of darkness.
We call the crystals of the 12 the Zodiac Stones. That which you see before you now is a stone from that very legend.
Orosite. It exists. I did not think it possible.
Or that it held the power to keep the forces of darkness at bay. The power of the God of Light. I confess, I feel some power deep within, but my eyes see only a common crystal.
With the creepy music,
Are you well?
it's hard to trust him.
You have seen a stone like this one beneath Gorg, have you
Gorg.
not?
Gaug.
Machines whose fires have long since guttered out lie strewn in the tunnels beneath the city. But pass such a stone near them, and you can hear them stir.
Then that is what Ludovic Bart seeks. Your Orosite.
I do not know what power these Zodiac Stones hold. I know only that Ludovic hopes to find some way to harness this power and make a fearsome weapon. My father would not give them the stone, so they took him instead.
Yours is a pure and righteous heart, my young machinist. Proud am I to count you among my subjects.
I was right, machinist.
Be at ease now, Mustadio Bonanza. The Church will take responsibility for this matter. Our forces will strike at the villains, during which time I bid you retrieve the stone and deliver it into our safekeeping.
Of course, Your Eminence.
Bring me the stone.
I will go with you to Gorg. Thank you, Ramza.
I too am grateful. We would never have succeeded in reaching His Eminence the Cardinal without you. You have done us a great service, Ramza.
Yes,
I
I
can
have.
only wish you well. Small aid, I know.
Your words are all the aid I could ever ask, Your Highness. I swear to return ere long.
And if you didn't know, at this point, if you check our party roster, we lost Agrias and we lost Ovelia. So the princess and the Holy Knight are gone. We have to deal with everything on our own now. So, for this particular fight, we are... It's a little bit of a disadvantage, to be honest. Geomancer only works in certain conditions. Soil and Wasteland probably will work, but because he's Sword and Board, it'll be fine. What we could do to make this next fight a little bit easier is make everyone chemists. We're going to jump into the outfitter here and make sure we have enough stuff. In particular, I want a bunch of Phoenix Downs. So I'm going to buy 9 Phoenix Downs. It would be good to have a bunch of high potions on hand because why not? We'll get 15. Eventually we'll be getting auto potion and using those. The shoulder cape is the lesser of them. It's nice to have these. The leather cloak gives 15 evade, whereas the mage's cloak gives 18 evade. So at this point the leather cloak is kind of useless. because these are just so much better. That being said, we've got everything we want now. So we're going into the party roster before we jump into battle and setting up everybody's equipment. Platinum Dagger. As a chemist, in this one in particular, I am going to leave him with the Mage's Cloak. He's a little bit squishy. Oops. Yes. Actually, what was that change over here? Oh, yes, that's fine. The Protect Ring I'm not so sure of. For him in particular, it's either the Power Gauntlet or the Battle Boots. I'm going to give him more movement. For her, again, I think movement is going to be more key. This is nice to get rid of Sleep and Doom, but I don't think it's important. The White Mage, however, the Serpent Staff is nice. It does have 15 block, but the fact that this removes Doom actually is also really nice. It has 15 block. I'm going to put the White Staff on her. That way, if anyone does get Doom, we can actually just whack them with the White Staff. And I mean that literally. We can just whack him with the White Staff and it'll be better for him. Okay, 1 second. We're just going to do a quick change here. Because for some reason here, instead of that, look at that, I'm going to take 6 less. I think I'm going to do the same for him because I want the extra magic damage. And then we can come over here and give him the adamantite vest. And the battle boots to keep him at a distance because his move as a machinist is really not great. Carry for him. Nice to be able to pick up. All right. Actually, real fast because he has aim. I'm going to get aim 2. He might use that in the fight. Oop. And, of course, we can't forget to assign move +1 when we get it. Now, there's something that I forgot to mention before, which is that in the tavern, there's errands now. She's been missing for a number of days. She's a Marlborough by the name of Carrot. So if you are able to send off some of your units, there you go. You can give them as many or as few days as you want. I'll give them 16 out of 16 days. And that basically, in 16 days from now, when we come back to Lionel, you're going to be able to get that, pick up those guys and get anything that comes with them. Now, for rumors, there are a ton of rumors here. In the King's Demise, basically, the Queen has taken charge. She's really, merciless about everything. People have criticized her actions, but people have ended up poisoned. Dukes Larg and Goltana are fighting. They are both trying to become the regent. The peasants are revolting, take that how you will. But they riot in Duke Goltana's province, but he really just doesn't care. It's really interesting to see that they're even struggling to maintain it. Prince Ovalia is kidnapped. We actually were there for that. The interesting thing is, this is the perspective of the people. They actually say, witnesses claim the knights responsible bore the crest of the Black Lion, leading many to believe that it was Duke Goltana and the Southern Sky. So the Duke says, no, I'm sending out a rescue party. And he's trying to prove his innocence. It's just interesting because you see it from a different perspective. We know who stole them. We now know who kidnapped her. We now know why they kidnapped her and what Larg, who was behind it, and in particular Dysadarg, who was behind it, wanted to do by kidnapping her. And it's just very interesting to see. These 3 at the bottom are brand new. I haven't read through them yet, but it's always good to kind of check these out. But you can see that it was divided into 7 kingdoms. These are the different kingdoms. We're actually going to be going through the different kingdoms in a way. Ivalice now is combined into one, but each one expanded into its own territory. They were in major conflict for a long time. The king ended up uniting them, but he did it like the initial king turned to dark magic, summoned demons. They slew the king and went out to destroy the world of men. So these were the Lucavi that he summoned. The 12 brave warriors were the Zodiac Braves, and that's the story that we heard. Now, the Zodiac Stones are crystals that have the month's zodiac sign on them, aka the constellation for that month. A lot of people know it. They say the last time they appeared was in the time of Saint Ajora. So that's very interesting that Saint Ajora keeps getting mentioned with these Zodiac Braves. And the Bert Trading Company. It's a successful trading company that's over in Wargilis. It's got favored of the populace. And really, they've done a lot of projects. Now, what we know in the background from our machinist, from Mostadio, is that that's only a front. They're really into a lot of things that are really bad stuff, and we want to take down the Bert Trading Company if we can, because they're terrible. Now, it's completely kind of tangential to the main story that we're starting to see, that these stones and the Lucavi, we're already seeing kind of a bit of this like demonic race coming up, and the Zodiac Braves coming to save them. All of that is a story from the church. Interestingly, while we were in that cutscene, we had some of the evil music, if you were paying attention. I mentioned it earlier, but here, many say that the true source of the trading company's wealth is of a most unsavory nature. Opium smuggling, slave trading, and even murder most foul. So, like, you see that people do kind of have an idea of what the Bert Trading Company is all about. So, it's not just good things in the background. I love the fact that they put these in because you can see really what the people are saying in the tavern. For now, we're going to go into the Fenlands. If you can pronounce that, tell me how to pronounce it. But we're going to head over to the Fenlands right now. All right. 5. We'll throw in our Chocobo. If anyone was here when I dismissed the previous monk, don't do that. That was dumb. I forgot about the errands when I did that. So leave your units in there. If you have an extra few units, you can make use of them. Just when I thought this fen could grow no fowler. Solid footing, scarce enough, and rain to rob us of that. Be careful. Now, when it's raining, dark magic that does thunder will actually cause more damage. It's a cool little mechanic that a lot of people don't know about. However, the reason I made him a... Oh, it's not going to hit because of the thing in between. The reason I made him into a chemist... Alright, for Ramza, we're going to start him off just with a Tailwind. Whoop. I don't know how that happened. That way Ramza will build up his speed. Here, and Bulk of the Chocobo has two uses here. Number one, he has Choco Cure. That's option number one. Option number two, he can become a rideable unit. And I don't really care about leveling him, so we're going to just go with that. Hopefully she'll get it. Yep, there we go. Now, he's a distance unit, so Ectoplasm is going to hit us. But, as you can see, our Chocobo is going to be basically a meat shield. He's going to be a sponge for the damage. We'll keep him up, but... Okay, Mustadio. Oh, missed. Bummer. Let's see here. Depth, depth, depth 1, depth 1. Okay, we're going to go in here. There's the Geomancy skill. Now, this one is one of the ones I'm more afraid of in this fight. I don't think he is... considered undead. Hop up here, because he is going to be one of my main damage dealers. Watch this. If you throw a Phoenix down at these guys, it will kill them. And that's why I stocked up on Phoenix Downs. So you hit me for a little bit of damage. I'm going to hit you for a lot of damage. I love that. Ability to do that is just so nice. I'll just wait right here, and they'll come to me. Oh, sweet. Okay, here we go. This is going to be great. Watch this. But wait, Ritz, you're healing the bad guy. Well, keep an eye on it. Here we go. My mobile healer. Yeah, 57 damage to him. He's undead. Curing him will do damage. Whoops. I missed the guy that was right in front of me. Oh well. Okay, Mustadio, let's get that guy out of here. Boom. Good job. Alright, I'm going to do this to show you guys what this means when I said don't go in the water. Counter, I don't really care. Great. So at the end of the turn, I believe... Yep, poison, there it is. So you can get poisoned when you go into the water for these guys, and that's the trouble. So you don't want to do that if you can avoid it. Let's do a quick steal on him, because the cure is going to finish him off. And he can't move. He's immobilized because of the geomancy. This is just giving us a little bit more. I don't really care about you, so cure. There we go. Ostadio, are you hurt? No worse for the wear. The channel shore lies just beyond the fen. Gaug is not far now. So these little exchanges, I'm not going to jump over to the other Ivalice Chronicles clips. Just the big ones. Anyway, let's do a quick check about what we learned, or what we can learn. Squire. Nothing. Not Squire. That was a very quick fight. White Mage. We can get Kira. We can get Raise. We can get Shell. I think I'm going to go for Raise, actually, because being able to bring guys back from the dead is fantastic. Now that he's a chemist level 4, it opened up a little bit. I am going to be making him into a time mage. I want to get him started on like getting his mage abilities worked up. White mage, time mage, etc. We're going to see how that goes, where that brings him. Let's see where she ended up with White Mage. Level 3. We're still going to stick with that, but we're going to get Shell. Thief. Come on, give me that. How much is it? 560. Okay. I need to get Poach pretty soon, but we're going to stick with that for a little bit. Get 560 for her. Get that move +2. It's just too good to skip out on. For Geomancy! These are great for like castle battles and things like that. Seems like we've opened up Dragoon. Ignore elevation. Used to be ignore height. It's actually quite good. We'll start with that. The jump skills are going to be kind of key for them. Chemist. He's already got Treasure Hunter and Auto Potion. So he can go for something like eye drops. Sometimes I just go through and learn whatever abilities I've got available to me. Still Gil. Might as well. It costs 10. Alright, I could go with an all-magic team, which might be actually really good. He doesn't have anything there right now. So, and then if you look here, he's got no ability list, so we're good on that front. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, whatever time of day it is for you. If I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And I hope you have a good one. See you later.